Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Clicker Heroes 2 100% Achievement Journey. Today I'll show you my brand new build for Sid, but I'm gonna go in much more detail than usual because I got a request from a newer player. This is a build I came up with since I cannot do research, and it's my most efficient so far. Let's take a look. Okay, first thing we're gonna look at is my Autoclicker. I talked about it in previous episodes, but I'm gonna show it in more detail. If you go in settings, options, key bindings, I'm gonna scroll down, back up here. Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is for each piece to be upgraded. So I have a 12-year-old Razor Nostromo. All these maps are linked to one button. So I press one button and it upgrades everything all at once, and you're gonna see it throughout the video. Right now I'm not moving forward at all because I'm ready to ascend, but I got almost 64,000 rubies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bunch of money to show you that even in the 11th star system, which is where I left off after last Transcendence, I'm able to make progress. You're gonna laugh though, because at the end of the video I'm gonna go in a past star system to really see the speed of this thing. So I will have wasted all these rubies. No big deal, because I'm pretty close to transcend, and when you do, you lose all your rubies. So this is a Perpetual auto attack storm build. Let's call it AAS to make it more simple. I never run out of energy, I never run out of mana. This thing runs non-stop. And in the past I said, in fact in last episode I said, oh, I cannot use everything all at once. Well, guess what? I am using everything at once. I'm using every single ability there is, and that's what I'm gonna show you in this video. I'm about to spend some more, and then we're gonna look at the tree. Here's the spending. Let's burn this money. And you can see how fast it's getting, but that's nothing compared to what you're gonna see at the end of the video. One thing I'm gonna need to work on is my Powersurge though. I cannot reduce the cooldown, but I can make it last longer. And that's something I'm gonna have to improve in my future Transcendences. Because as you see, I spent nothing on it yet, because this is a brand new build. So next Transcendence, I'll go with sustained Powersurge. I don't care about improved Powersurge because I already hit for like 520% damage. Let's take a look at the tree. This is my tree right now. And that's my tree planner. It's the third version. Now, when you look at the tree planner, this is the furthest I ever was. Because I only expand my tree planner when I reach its limit. So this is the furthest I ever was. We're gonna look at the build in detail. Now what I do is, from now on, I go to flammable nodes as fast as possible. Flammable nodes are the blue ones like this, okay? So discharge, okay, so spending energy will deal damage based on my auto attack, and I have my AAS directly as fast as possible. I'm showing you the path in fact, and you're gonna see that in my tree planner I used every single auto attack node there is on the whole map, because I want as much auto attack as possible for obvious reasons, because I'm using AAS and discharge. So from this point I move like this, and I'm gonna need mana gives because AAS uses mana, not energy. Okay. Then I go down and go Gift of Kronos, which increase my haste every time I burn mana, which I do all the time. And I go through here, discharge. Release. Release is only useful at the beginning, but now it's useless because I never go below the threshold. And this gives me 1 mana and 3 energy for crits from auto attack. I still have to work on crit on my Transcendence, but I think I'm in the 20% right now overall. Later it's gonna be higher. Okay, and then after that I go on the left. Synchrony, skills do not interrupt auto attack, because I want to auto attack all the time. And I go down to one that's pretty important in this build, Restraint, because I always have more than 40% of my energy right now, so I have double gold. After that I go on the bottom left directly to huge click discount, so any item will cost 50% of the time, all the time, and reload, reduce the cooldown. Well, I don't use reload very much, but because it's so close I decided to use it. Then I go down here, I get Hecaton's Echo. Okay, you can read for yourself in the tree, but it's I think every 20 clicks I get a huge click. And then improve a mana crit. That's the exact order I go with, by the way. For the I go directly to the blue nodes right when I start after Ascension. Then like the crits reduce the Powersurge cooldown by 5 seconds. Then it's gonna take me a few seconds to find, because I'm looking at numbers here. And if I need to do a cut I will, but I think it doesn't take that long for me to find the next. No, it's not there. Just bear with me for a second. It's over there. It's over there. There you go. I think I see it. So I go down that path. There you go. I go down that path all the way to Bahal Rise. Doing a crit, reduce mana crit. Yeah. Okay, and then here I go in the bottom right portion now, which I used to use all the time in my previous builds. We have Flurry, which increases the number of multi-clicks. Then I go down here and I make sure I get 2 things back to back. So I go like that and like that, right? I stop here and then I'm gonna get small clicks. So it's like it doubles it, but it's small. And expendable small clicks. Haste increases the number of small clicks I have. Killing Frenzy. Well, every time I kill a mob, my haste increases. And I think that's it for the flammable nodes. After that, I just go for anything that's yellow, because they're stronger than that. Anything that's on the pad that's yellow, or any upgrade that I feel like I need. Let's look at the automator. My priority is always to buy items and upgrade them. If my mana is less than 10%, I reload. Late in the Ascension it's useless, but Managize if my mana is too low. Managize if Auto Attack Storm is running, which is all the time right now. If I have enough mana, I'm gonna use Powersurge. Again, my mana is always full. And I'm gonna use AAS if my mana is high enough, once again. And here, every 4 seconds I use big clicks. Wow, I'm going fast on the buttons here. Okay, let's slow down. Big clicks, 4 seconds. If big clicks is up, I'm gonna use huge click. If huge click is up, I use mana crit and multi-click. I do that because at the very beginning, my tree is too slow and I cannot do all this at once. That's why I do it this way. Instead of going 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Let's look at the tree. Yeah, I was asked to look at the tree. Now, as you see here, the tree is empty, right? It's all speed. You gotta keep in mind that every time you ascend, you keep everything you got in the previous tree, but the tree resets. This is these two items, metal detector and the runes. I'm going to add it to my automator in the future. But I gave you a list of what you need for this build, and you get it over multiple ascensions. For instance, the huge click, you need two of them, right? So you're gonna need 2 ascensions to do it. What I'll do is in my next transcendence, I'll show you. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna make multiple clips where I show you how I build this tree from the ground up, in which order and all. I need 2 mana geysers, so I gotta do it under 2 transcendences. So I'm just showing you where everything is. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait for the next video. Maybe not even next video is probably gonna be Wizard 10th star system. But anyways, next Sid video, after a while, I'll be able to show you the whole sequence that I use for this build in the automator tree. This is a request I received. It's a bit complicated to do, but I don't mind doing it. And that's about it. I mean, it's not that easy to explain. It's easier to do it than to explain it. But anyways, I did my best to explain this. And now I'm gonna have a bit of fun. You see me burn some money here, and then I come to the realization that it would be a good idea to go in a previous star system to really show you the power of this build. And that's what I'm going to do in a few seconds. Here, go to 9, completely random. Okay, my AAS is on cooldown. I'm gonna use reload. Right there, reload. 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. And then I'm gonna go, look at that. You see how fast this thing is? So when I get all these flammable nodes and I'm early into the transcendence, that's what happens. It's that fast all the time. It was slow because I was once again ready to ascend, and I'm not that far for transcending. Probably by 12th star system I should transcend. And here I reach a boss, and I think it's time for me to leave it at that. This concludes episode 18 of Clicker Rose to 100% Achievement Journey. I try to be as clear as possible, but of course if you have questions, you can always ask them in comment or on Discord. I expect next video to be about Wizard's 10th star system, and then the following video should be about Sid's transcendence process for this build. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.